word, but we did an activity together where he had to jump. I said to him, go up on this thing and jump off. It was like one of these high ropes, and he had to jump down. And he came back up to me and he said, your turn. This was on the social pedagogic thing, and I had to think, well, it's not doing to the child, I have to walk hand in hand with the child, and I'm petrified of heights. And he said to me, it's okay, Cindy, I've got you. So up I go, I'm looking down thinking, I can't do this, but how could I expect him to make the leap of faith when I didn't? So I jumped, and then he summed it at the end. He said it's about mutual respect. It's not just me, we're doing this together.
It's been the fact that we're developing this and teaching this as degrees, but also introducing this to social work students, as well as then changing our own teaching in the university. So it's really exciting.
As Lemn said earlier, the love was there. It just came because it was released. So I don't think it really changes anything, it just makes it visible.
The impact for the children and young people in our fostering services, children's homes and 16 plus homes might best be summarised from their perspective as being about the vibe. They've talked about the vibe being different. You just feel it in the air. They've talked about it's the way that the staff talk to us, that they talk to each other. It's the stuff they do with us, the response you get to a question, even the body language, but just the feel when you walk in the place. Now, as a social pedagogue, I might say they were talking about something to do with life space and norms and values and culture in our services and the relationships between the team as much as with the young people. For them it's the vibe, it's palpable. The difference it's made to their relationships with the adults who look after them has been terrific. The increase in how much they feel able to trust them, that they feel they're listened to, really understood. One kid said about his key worker, she understands me so well. She listens even when I know I'm just going on about the same thing. She never tells me what I should be doing or that I'm wrong. And then when I ask her to do something, she gets it right first time because she really understands.
So you sound really committed to social pedagogy. How would you like to see it develop in the UK?
For me, what is important to understand about developing social pedagogy in the UK is it represents a paradigm shift away from our business as usual approach to thinking about relational practice with young people in the care system or just working with people in general is just as relevant to adult services. That paradigm shift being away from just simplistically looking for what works, how can we do an intervention to people to achieve the outcomes we want to.
It gives me a voice, it gives my children a voice. It's not just about me. I worked through this. My children have actually developed a video about the diamond model and how positive experience do them. So actually having them involved in this, not just me. So when I join, my whole family is going to join, and we're going to be involved in the change of the way things will come across the whole of the UK, hopefully, and we'll have a say in that and help pioneer. We'll hear other people's points of view, and we'll be working together across the lifespan, because it's not just about the children, it's about the family and the people, the community around us that's going to hopefully work and change with us.
I came into contact with social pedagogy in the early noughties when the National Centre for Excellence in Residential Childcare brought a lot of social pedagogues over for a little pilot programme, and Jonathan Stanley, who is the manager there, asked me to come and talk to them about residential childcare in the UK. So I had this group of social pedagogues who were very excited, and I just then told them about how residential childcare really was here, and their faces dropped and I felt awful for them.
What is the culture and the conditions that have to be nurtured to create the kind of relationships that enable people's potential to truly develop?
The association is a very important part of really kind of emphasizing that connection between theory and practice, but also giving space to social pedagogy in its broader sense, rather than just, oh, this is these three models, or this is social pedagogy.
The launch of a single professional association which can bring together all of the pockets of innovation and extraordinary practice and amazing success and the brilliant stories that people have to tell about what different social pedagogy has made for the people they work with, and to give that a coherent collective voice on a wider level across the country, including importantly in terms of influencing the direction of policy, but also for being able to share those understandings of how we can improve our services and practice between each other, how we can develop social pedagogy further within a community of practitioners who want to support each other. That's a massive step forward. It's a huge achievement.
Social pedagogy for me reminded me about why I came into social work in the first place. It made so much sense, and it really showed me. It holds a mirror up, and it showed me the good and the bad, and where what was really important could stand firm, and I just then wanted to keep exploring it. So I've been on a journey for quite some years now.
We have to be the change that we want to see, and SPA offers the opportunity of that change, and that is closing the gap between the child, the user, or the adult, the user, and the supposed service provider, taking away the name service provider, taking the name away the name of the customer, and forming a real and true relationship which has real and true benefits. We need this. We need this. We need our workers, our social workers, our educationalists. We need them to be valued so that they can give true value